To be successful as a freelancer, you must be able to impress. You must learn how to impress your clients through your proposals. There is nothing more important than that. Let me repeat that again because I want you to hear me properly. There is nothing more important than your ability to be able to impress a client when they read your proposal for the first time. That is really critical because that's the first step. That's the initial step that will get you closer to that job. Whatever job it is, whatever jobs that you're looking for, whatever specialization, it does not matter. Your ability to be able to write professional, I mean, I don't even want to call it right, to be able to craft a professional proposal that impresses the client at the first time, and also, and most importantly, that sets you apart from other freelancers. That is the most important thing. But let me tell you, in this video, at the end of this video, I am going to give you a tip that can help you get better, to get better invite, like get more invites. All right. At the end of the video, I'm going to tell you something that will help you to get ahead of the competition. All right. So today, in the last video, if you've not seen it, I have added the link below. If you've not seen it, in the last video, we talk about the structure of a proposal. What are the different components that goes into a proper proposal that will impress? I mean, and a proposal that can help you win a job. All right. Today, we are going to dive deep into learning about the introduction. How do you introduce yourself? Like I said in the last video, introducing yourself is very, very critical because that's the first thing that the client sees. And that's the first way you can impress the client that you are different. You are not like any other freelancer. So I don't want to waste your time. If you are new to this channel, I want you to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and I'll keep dropping because I'm going to drop more videos to talk about the different sections. So I'm going to go section by section so that you fully understand what you need to learn, what you need to understand to become very professional, to become a seasoned freelancer who knows how to write winning proposals. So let's go to the computer. I am going to share my screen, and then we're going to talk about this topic. I mean, we're going to dive deep. All right. So here we go. So in the last conversation we had, we talked about the introduction, right? How do you introduce yourself? What are the things that you need to do? So the first thing I said, you should have a hook. You briefly indicate your level of experience, the value of bringing, and your level of education. Now, for each of these items, the hook is very important. What is a hook? So a hook is like a statement. Sorry, guys, okay. So a hook is like a statement that you make that is like a way of impressing or a way of getting the client to keep reading. All right, to be interested to continue to read your proposal. Now, you have to know that clients don't have time. Most times they have about 2 or 3 jobs that they are recruiting for, and then they are reading about how do you call it, about 50 proposal per job. Do you think they have time to go and read all sort of proposals when they know that this is crap? There is nothing substantial for them to read, and nothing substantial to hook them into the content. No, that's why you have to think about your first line. How do you write it? All right. So I'm going to show you 3 examples today. Then the next things that you need to talk about, I think if you want to learn all of these things, I mean the details about these things, you can go and watch the video which I linked below. All right. So the first example. All right. And these are introductions that I've used. Now, like I said, there is something that I'm going to tell you at the end of this video that will set you apart, because if you don't know that, even if you write your best proposal, you're still going to have a problem. And that is why I want you to be patient and watch this video up to the end. So now the first thing that I say is hi there. All right. It's just salutation. You can use whatever. Some clients will ask you to put the first word. Make sure you read your job advert fully. Some clients will say your first word should be something, so you can put the first word at the top. All right, at the top here, you just put the first word, or maybe the first word can be here. All right. Now look what I said. I said I can see that you need a dedicated freelancer to monitor your email account to ensure that he or she, right? I can see. Now, where did I see this? It's from the job adverts. So, what I'm trying to say here is that I have read your job adverts, and this is what I understood. All right. So by not saying that I've read your job advert, I'm actually telling the client that I have read their job advert. I can see and ensure that he or she accepts all the requests as soon as they arrive. So basically, this is the pain point the client is trying to solve. That's the problem that they have. And this is the reason why they want to hire a freelancer. So now I'm telling the client that this is what you want. Find a way, just like one sentence, just to repeat what the client says they want. Now, if this is what they are looking for, the client will say yes. It means Jesse has read my job advert and he knows what I want. This now, the next thing is to tell the client this perfectly aligns with a job I recently completed. What does this mean? It tells the client that I am experienced, which is what I'm saying. Indicate your level of experience, right? Indicate your level of experience. I am an experienced person in this particular field, what you're asking me. Now, what I'm going to say, I'm now going to brag a little bit. I bring XX, I bring 7 years, I bring 2 years of experience in doing XYZ, right? I bring 4 years of experience in email management, in social media management, in data entry, whatever you want to put, right? And I am confident that I'll be a valuable addition to your team. All right. So I am confident. Now, one thing you have to look here, one thing you have to observe, the tone here is not it's a professional tone. I'm talking like an expert. I'm not talking like a newbie. I'm not begging for the job. Please give me this job, or please help me out, or please, if you give me a chance, I would show you that I will be able to do X. Y. That's really, really stupid. Sorry to say, but like, if you say, if you do that, it does not make sense. I mean, all right, let's continue, but you cannot write like that. You are the expert. You are coming there with knowledge. You are knowledgeable in a particular field, in a particular domain. So you should be able to speak like that. All right. So basically, this is one introduction. Now, I'm not saying you should copy this. I am saying this is an example. All right. The last introduction is my favorite, actually. So the next introduction, let's look at this one. All right. Let me just remove this. Oh, okay. I need to click something else. All right. Good. So number two. All right. I actually forgot to zoom in that one. So let me do it here. All right. I just wanted to zoom in a little bit. Okay. All right. So let's see this other introduction. All right. Now here, look at what I said. Exciting to hear about your upcoming expansion. Where did I learn about this? I read the client's adverts. You understand? So this is why it's so important. Don't just go and jump into applying. You have to read the advert. You have to understand what you are getting yourself into. All right. Exciting to hear about your upcoming expansion, and the role perfectly aligns, and the role perfectly aligns with my recent experience. All right. So basically, that's the hook. That's the hook right there. All right. I continue. I see you are looking for an experienced product manager, proficient in what? In collecting, analyzing, and transforming requirements into ready to use technical specification, and then creating tasks for development. Full stop. Do you see how short? It is very short, but very sweet and to the point. Now let's analyze this. The first thing is exciting. Anyone who is beginning a project, a new project, or they are doing something new, it's always exciting. So I am anticipating the client's psychology, right? This is like trying to get into the client's head. I am trying to get into the client's head so that the client understands what I'm trying. I'm trying to like anticipate how the clients think, right? So I'm saying it is exciting to hear about your upcoming expansion. Like I'm excited to hear about this, right? And the role that they have described perfectly aligns with my previous experience. Now this will hook the clients. Like the clients will say, okay, all right, let me see what Jesse has up his sleeves, so that we'll see whether this actually whether it is true that this role aligns with my experience. Now, I went ahead and said, I see, this is what I saw, what I've seen in your adverts. All right. This is what you are looking for. Now, there is something that is really important here, even in this first introduction and the second introduction example. And I'm always focus, I try to focus on the pain point. That is the main thing that the client is trying to solve. What's the pain that the client, why is this client trying to recruit someone like me? All right. That's what I'm focusing on. I want to mention that I don't want to write too long, but also I don't want to make it too short. I just want to be in between. It depends on the job advert, right? So I make it very, very clear what the client is looking for and what I am going to bring on the table. So I said you are looking for this, and I explained exactly what the client is looking for. And then I will continue here. I will say I bring X amount of years of experience or something, and I think that I'll be able to add this kind of value in your business or something like that, right? So that's example two. Example three, which is actually my favorite, guys. Let's see what we have here. Example three. So actually example one, I wrote it in a reverse direction, as you can see. So you have example three at the top there. Okay. Anyways, the important thing is you see what I'm saying. So hi there, right? Now, see there is a pattern. Now I created this pattern for myself. All right. So you have to create a pattern for yourself and for your job type. All right. And I have other patterns, guys. Don't get me wrong. Like this is not the only way I write proposals, but this particular proposal, like this example one that I'm currently showing you, has actually won me like the biggest clients that I've got on Upwork. All right. And I'm going to say things that are really interesting about this particular introduction, because it sets you apart, guys. Look at this. Your job advert grabbed my attention instantly. It means like there's something. I establish a connection. Anyway, let's continue reading. I will explain. I see you are looking for an enthusiastic and experienced agile team lead for product managers who is proficient in collecting, analyzing, blah, 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 all these other things. Okay. Then you add additionally, which is here, the manager must be proficient in writing or doing X, Y, X, 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 facilitating backlog grooming sessions, X doing XXX, and XXX planning sessions. You can now you fill in the blank spaces, right? I don't want to start giving you everything. Like what I mean by XXX, doing planning meetings or sprints planning, facilitating backlog grooming sessions. You understand? Holding clients meetings and planning project planning sessions, holding project planning sessions. So you can add whatever you want to do, right? The team lead must be able to collect, analyze, and transform requirements ready to use technical aspects. So this is basically focused on product managers. So if you want to be a product manager, you should be able to write this kind of introduction. Now, let me analyze the introduction to you, because it looks a little bit, sometimes you don't understand what I'm trying to communicate here. Number one, Your job grabbed my attention instantly. This is the hook. Why? Now the client will be thinking, why does my job advert grabs Jesse's attention instantly? Why? What is it? What is special about my job advert? What is it that what kind of connection that Jesse has with my job advert, right? So you are creating this kind of impression to the client in such a way that the client is able to get hooked and be interested to read your proposal. All right. So I see you are looking for. So now I tell them the pain point, what they are looking for, so that I give them like a synopsis of what they are looking for. To let why do I normally mention what the client is looking for? I want to make sure that the client and I are on the same page. All right. If I misunderstood this job, then it means the client will not select me. But if I understood the pain point of the client and I'm saying things that the client is actually struggling to say, now you have to know that there are some clients that are coming to the platform that don't fully understand, that are not technical. Some of them, they don't fully understand how to really explain what they are looking for. So if you, from what you've read on the job advert, you can express exactly how the client feels and what they are expecting, then you'll be able to catch the attention of the client, and then you can easily lure the clients to invite you to that job. Basically, that's what you're trying to do. You want to convince the client. But now, if you see here, another thing that you have to observe here is that I speak like a professional. I don't speak like somebody who is going to bet. I see you are looking for this based on what you have set on your advert. Your advert was saying XYZ, but what I understood, what I've gathered from your advert, I'm not copying the other thing. I am not copying what the client has said on the advert. I am just summarizing what the client is looking for and probably has not expressed properly on their advert. Do you understand what I'm saying here? The client has not expressed this clearly on their advert, but that is what the client is looking for. So that's what I'm putting here. So by putting this here, if this is actually what the client is looking for, then the client will, like, it will just snap in the mind of the client. Oh yes, this is what we are looking for. I want this guy. I want to talk to this guy. Then they will just send me an invite. 50% into the job. And if you send me an invite, I go for that interview, man, I'm going to kill it. And that's the next thing that we're going to talk about. If you subscribe to this channel, you'll be able to get notification when I drop that. So I know most people have gotten used to having all of these super edited videos. I don't edit these videos. I put it out there. I make all of these mistakes. You see me struggling, trying to explain this thing. The reason is I want to be your mentor. I want to mentor you, but I want you to allow me to mentor you, and so that you'll be able to understand some of these things that I'm saying. All right, wherever you are, drop me a comment right now that just say part 3, because that's what we're going to do next. So now I promised you that I'm going to tell you something that is really important for you to be successful in terms of crafting your introduction. Number one, I've already mentioned some of these things. Number one, make sure you read the job advert very well. This is really, really important, guys. All right. I'm going to stop sharing the screen because I really want you to see. So yeah. So the first thing is you got to stop. You got to take a break and read the adverts of the client very well. It is critical, guys. Read the job advert and understand it. And most importantly, not all jobs that fits your skill sets. Don't apply for any job just because it is a product management job or because it is a data entry job. Assess the job, look at it. Will I be able to perform this job? Is there something on this job that I will not be able to do? Maybe it requires you to be present for 5 hours in a particular time zone or something. Any limitations that job has, don't force yourself. There are thousands of jobs on the platform on a daily basis. Go for these jobs and look for the jobs that fit you. That's number one. Number two, when writing your introduction, make sure the introduction aligns with the job advert. All right. Don't copy what I've just shown you. It will not help you. It will, in fact, harm you. It will harm you in the sense that you will you will you'll be able to write you'll be able to write proposals, but the problem you will have is that there will be thousands or even more, hundreds or 10 of you or 15 of you that will write the same sort of proposal. Then the client will figure it out that, okay, this is something that they copied somewhere and now they are using it to convince me. You understand? So that's why I'm saying don't copy what I've said, what I've just shown you. What you need to do is to sit down, be creative, and that's why I'm giving you this content bit by bit. I don't want to give you a full proposal. All right. I know that's what you want. You want a full proposal so that you can just go and just copy it so that you go and apply. No, I'm not going to do that to you because that will not help you. What you need to do is to sit down. Now, what we've looked at, what the content that we've just completed, what you need to do, go and sit down, create multiple introductions, maybe 4 or 5 introductions, different versions for different specializations, and make sure you prepare yourself so that when I drop the next video, you are ready to build your body. The next one will talk about the conclusion. So by the time we finish, you would have developed all of your proposals, get ready for applications. All right. So guys, this is it. It is important that you don't copy, because if you copy, it's going to harm you and it will not help you. You will still find out that you're not going to get those jobs that you want to get. But I want you to sit down, write hooks, 5 hooks, and then write the different parts of the introduction, right? For each of the specializations that you have. Once you spend that time, you make that effort, you will see how you start getting those invites coming in, and you have to prepare yourself. The next thing that we're going to talk about is the body. How do you explain your experience as a freelancer, and how do you hook the client to that experience so that they will be happy to work with you? See you in the next one. I'm signing out.